Hi, everybody. It's a bit late Thursday night. I just thought people are suffering and they're having a rough time right now, and it makes a lot of sense. We're kind of getting torn apart, so we can rebuild ourselves as a planet and as individuals. And I just wanted you to know I was thinking of you. I wanted you to know you're not alone. I wanted you to know we can't escape this, but it's here for our betterment. It's here because our souls asked for this. You know, we've been talking about this idea of the age of Aquarius for a long time, and this is the beginning. And this is something people will speak of for centuries beyond now. But in that doesn't help us in this moment when we're being pulled and wrung out, and every part of us that is no longer meant to be a part of us is screaming. So if I could offer anything, it would be to breathe. It's the best way to connect with yourself. You have to do it to live. So it's a matter of trying to get better at doing it more often and more consciously. And a lot of times when we breathe, we keep it up here, like in the chest, but the best place to breathe is deep into the belly, and when you inhale, actually to puff that belly out like Buddha and bring it back into release. And in doing that, you start making more space and you allow for there to be a release. And with that release, you leave more space for more inspiration to come in. I'm warning you, these next few weeks are going to be really... They're not going to be easy. They're going to be challenging. We have a lot going on in the planets that's, forcing some things. And I'm not going to get into all the details because I couldn't speak of them eloquently enough that it would make any sense. But just trust there's a lot where we're being asked to go back and dig out these parts of ourselves and bring them to light and release them or transform them in some way. And the hardest part is going to be the letting go part. I talk a lot about the metal season, and the metal season coordinates with the lungs and the large intestine. So the lungs are the breathing in the life, and the large intestine is the letting go of what we no longer need. We tend to hold on to things way longer than we need to. We do it for security. We do it because our society tells us to. We have a very materialistic society. It's, we believe that having more material things somehow brings, more to us, and it doesn't. It's actually, that's absolutely an illusion. We are energetic beings. We're energy. I know this is hard, and this wall is, it looks like something hard and solid, but this is all energy. It all can transmutate and shift into one thing to another. And that's the biggest thing to realize about you, is you can do that. You are not just something that stays still. You're constantly breathing in inspiration, and you're constantly letting go of what you no longer need. So like a wave, picture that wave as it rises and as it falls. As it rises and it falls is no different than what's happening inside of us. And if you can do that just every day, one moment at a time, do not get beyond the moment you're in. You can't. We don't know what's coming, and I know we don't know what's coming. There's things that are coming that are going to really, my way of understanding it is, it's the kinds of things that are coming are going to be like us realizing the world is not flat. That realization of the world is not flat, and all that actually, how that ties into the way your reality is in your brain is going to shift. That's what's going on right now. So you're in the middle of that process, and it can be scary. It can be unnerving. It can be exciting. It can be a lot of different things. But I will tell you that what's going on in our society doesn't help us always do the work. It's a major distraction. It's going to take care of itself. Don't worry about that. you got to take care of you. This is not a season where we can let our care for ourselves go. This is the season where you need to do what you need to do for you. This is the season that you make yourself go out for walks, whether you like it or not. This is the season where you call people when you're struggling, whether you want to or not. This is the season that you look at your addictions and you really try to put them in place right now, because it's going to get harder and harder to get control of those things as this world starts to peel away further and further and further. So it's okay. You're going to be okay. You know, we all came out of, we all came out of a body. We were born into this world. I can guarantee you that experience going from a womb into this world, whether it was through a birth canal or a C-section, you know, that was a rough ride. You know, it was a rough ride to go from one realm to the next. But what an amazing, miraculous thing it is to be born. And that's what's happening right now, is we're having a rebirth process. So imagine we're at the very beginning of that birth canal. We cannot see the light. We don't see that light all the time, right? You know, where we're headed, you know, but we trust, and there's all this pressure coming in and forcing us to move forward. So trust that. If you're hearing things within yourself that feel strange or unexpected for you, don't be surprised by that. That is part of this process. A new you is being birthed. So you're going to find yourself saying things you can't believe you're saying. I wrote a post early this morning. I kind of was like, whoa, I can't believe these are the thoughts I'm having, given the world and life I've lived till this point. So I just wanted to be here to say that, because I think we all could use a little reassurance. And there's plenty that we see in our media and amongst each other that will make us anxious and nervous and concerned, and that might make us isolate more. So please reach out to me. You know, I'm happy to try to help, either support you directly and, you know, with the work I do, but if not, to help get you to where you need to go or offer some suggestions. I don't know, but I just don't do this alone. All right, that's it. This is metal season. It's time to let go. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're actually going through a very human experience. It's just we've been living in a world that's been keeping us at a distance from ourselves, and we're now reuniting with that again. And it will be beautiful. Good night.